hear me? Can you raise your hands if I'm audible? Good. It is indeed a very vibrant, a great afternoon, and there couldn't have been a better occasion for me to be here than an afternoon where the toppers of the 10th class are being honored, are being facilitated for securing the highest marks. The other day, I met the owner, the promoter of your school, Mustafa Bhai, at the Turkish consulate, and it really touched me. The kind gesture of the students, the kind gesture of the parents who has stood up with the people of Turkey, with the people of Syria in their toughest times when they experienced the devastating earthquake which has claimed more than 50,000 lives. And your group, your school has contributed an amount of rupees 15 lakhs to the brothers of Turkey, to the victims of Turkey, and 15 lakhs to Syria. This wouldn't have been possible without having a heart which beat for others. In times of adversity, everyone fights for himself. But it is important to know that we have to feel the pain of others. Then only we can vouch that the humanity exists within us. A person without feelings, a person without emotions is like a dead person. So that is what touched me, touched my heart. And even let me tell you, the Honorable Consul General of Turkey, Mr. Okan Yilman, was having high praises for your school, for Mustafa Bhai, and for all those parents who have come forward to contribute for this great cause. There are many schools in this country, but there are very few schools who focus on the entrepreneurship. There are two types of people. One, the employers, the other, the employees. The employer will be one or maybe one, but that one person with the ability, with the vision, with the right side of business strategy, with the right approach, can generate and create hundreds and thousands of employment. That is the power of being an entrepreneur. And when Mustafa Bhai told me that the main focus area of VIP school is to produce more entrepreneurs in our community, in our society, it is not easy to become an entrepreneur. All you need to have is the vision, the right side of contacts, the content, the knowledge, and then also you should know what's happening around, especially in the industry and even otherwise. Because there is a difference between a technocrat and there is a difference between an entrepreneur. A technocrat is one who may be specialized only in his particular field, but an entrepreneur is one who has to have the knowledge of finance, the administration, the technology, the public relation. the PR is very, very important to be a successful entrepreneur. And then you should also know about the policies, the economic policies of our country, the global economic policies, the recession, the inflation, and then technology, in fact, plays a very, very important role. And I'm really glad that Mustafa Bhai, when he got into this schooling, I won't call it a business, but mission. It was his mission to produce more entrepreneurs and to create more employers in our community. So with that mission and with that thought, he got into this, and today, Alhamdulillah, I think VIP has got more than 10 schools, about 8 schools in Hyderabad. But I'm sure that day is not far when you will have 20 schools maybe in the next couple of years or so, because the way the VIP school is growing, I'm sure that it will definitely be one of the best schools in the world. Forget about India, because right now you are the best school in India for the reason I'll tell you. 3 days back, there is a young entrepreneur by name Aves Inamdar, who called me from Pune, and he was inquiring about the VIP school. He told me, sir, can you put me onto the management of VIP school? That is when I messaged Mustafa Bhai. Then I told him that he wants to come to Hyderabad and he wants to meet you and discuss. Then that is when he came. And this guy, Aves, is a youngster. He must be in his around, I think, late 20s. He's just 22. And he's here, I think. He was supposed to come here. And then he's the one who has made a prototype of a drone. Because you know the future is all going to be cloud. Future is all going to be the drone. So it is all technologically driven world. It is all going to be economically strong. It is very important that there are 3 E's which are very important. Number 1 is education. Number 2 is entrepreneurship. Number 3 is the economic growth. How can you get the economic growth? For that you have to have the education. Then the education itself is not enough. With that education, you have to put that knowledge to your use. And today is an era where we have to focus more on the practical experience, the practical education, which gives you not only the knowledge, but which makes you a confident human being and gives you the power to set up the business. You must have heard about the startups. Today everyone is talking about the startups. As you know, Hyderabad is also known as the startup city in the country today. You have T-Hub. You go and walk into T-Hub with an idea. Then you come out with a complete project, because the government of Telangana has set up the T-Hub to incubate your idea, to give you the hand holding. And then very recently our Honorable IT Minister Shri K.T. Ramarao Saab has inaugurated the T-Works. So you walk into a T-Hub with an idea, the idea gets incubated, then you walk into the T-Works where your idea and your experience and your efforts, you can literally see a prototype of your idea and the product. Then when you come out of that, you are ready to launch it commercially. So these are all the facilities which are available for you. And I think, Mustafa Bhai, you should plan out to visit T-Hub with your students, and also for our sisters who are here. The government of Telangana has also started something called the V-Hub, that is for all our sisters. And especially the main objective of the V-Hub is that all our sisters who are actually doing some small time business, but they are entrepreneurs, because there are also so many sisters who are doing their businesses from the comfort of their home. But the main idea of T-Hub is to guide them properly, bring them into the mainstream, and then tell them how a business is done in an organized manner. So it is very, very important that you must try to visit the factories, the production lines, and also the places where you get knowledge. And I'm sure the school must be taking you for the field visits. So with this, you can get a lot of experience, and you can not only gain the experience, but you will understand the nitty-gritties of doing the business, how an industry is set up. And whenever you have a question in mind, you should come out openly and ask that question. I hope I'm not taking much time, Mustafa bhai. Yeah. And it is important that you all should learn very attentively, and in the times to come, I am really hopeful that we will see many young entrepreneurs coming from Hyderabad who will be making their mark in the world. I'll just give you a small example. For example, you might be having an idea. The idea is one which will never let you sleep, or which will never let you take rest. Whenever you feel restlessness with that idea in your mind, what you do, you should, because you have a beautiful, very well experienced, very efficient team of your teachers here, you can approach them and then try to discuss with them. What is important is the interaction. It is very important. You should not just keep anything in your mind or in your heart. Sometimes you might be feeling that I have a question. It might sound silly to someone, but believe me, that question might be having $1 million idea. So that's the reason, never ignore a thought which comes into your mind. However silly that thought might sound, but it definitely might have a mass which can make it $1 million industry. So that is the reason it is important that we have to create more and more business entrepreneurs from our community. As I told you in my initial remarks, to be an employee, it is very easy. But the difference between an employer and an employee, I'll tell you. An employer is one who will work 24/7, and he will not have any kind of excuses. He'll not look at his watch. He'll not look at the time, and he will not see whether it is Sunday or whether it is Monday. Every single minute, every single hour, he works, and he treats that as an opportunity. And there are many doors. When you look at the door might be looking close to you. It might see that it is closed. But unless and until you go and knock at the door, you will not know what is in store behind the door. So it is important that you must keep your eyes, your ears open. और यहाँ पे मेरी बहुत सारी बहनें बैठी हुई हैं, मैं थोड़ा उर्दू में भी बात करना चाहूँगा कि ये बहुत ज़रूरी होता है हम सब के लिए कि हमारी कम्युनिटी में, जैसा कि हम सब बचपन से देखते आए हैं कि ज़्यादा घर में भी हमें ये कहा जाता है कि स्कूल जाओ, पढ़ो और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मार्क्स लेके आओ, और कभी भी प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज की तरफ हमको एंकरेज भी नहीं किया गया और ना प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज की तरफ हमें आगे बढ़ने के लिए कहा गया। मगर आपके स्कूल के जो मैनेजमेंट है, ख़ास तौर पे जो प्रोमोटर है मुस्तफा भाई, ये माशाल्लाह से समझिए एक विजन के तहत सन 2001 में, क्योंकि अभी मुझे बता रहे थे कि जब बहुत कुछ करना चाहते थे ये, तो 2001 में जब ये उम्रे के लिए गए तो वहाँ पे खिलाफ काबे को उन्होंने पकड़ के अल्लाह ताला से दुआ की कि अल्लाह ताला ये मेरा विजन है और तू इस विजन में मेरी मदद फरमा। और वहाँ पे जब वो वापस लौट के आए तो उन्होंने पहला स्कूल शाहीन नगर में शुरू किया और उसके बाद माशाल्लाह से वो कभी पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखे और बस आगे बढ़ते चले गए। तो एक शेर है अल्लामा इकबाल का कि खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि खुदा बंदे से ये पूछे, खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि खुदा बंदे से ये पूछे कि बता तेरी रजा क्या है। तो ये मैं समझता हूँ कि आप लोगों में एक किस्म का जो माहौल यहाँ पे दिया जा रहा है, माहौल का बहुत बड़ा असर होता है। हम कोई भी ज़िंदगी में हमको आगे बढ़ने के लिए अगर अच्छे माहौल में हम जैसा अगर आप एंटरप्रेन्योर्स जैसा हिंदुस्तान में अगर आप देखेंगे, हिंदुस्तान के बाहर भी देखेंगे, एंटरप्रेन्योर्स क्लब है, सीईओस क्लब्स है, लोग लाखों रुपए की मेंबरशिप फीस देते हैं उस क्लब के मेंबर बनने के लिए, क्योंकि वहाँ पे जो नेटवर्किंग उनको हासिल होती है। क्योंकि कोई भी बिजनेस में आपको सक्सेसफुल होने के लिए नेटवर्किंग की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत पड़ती है। नेटवर्किंग जब आप जाते हैं कोई भी कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड करने के लिए, तो वहाँ पे आपके बायर्स होते हैं और आपके दूसरे कई जो आपका जो बिजनेस होता है उससे कनेक्टेड कई लोगों से आपकी मुलाकात होती है, उससे ज़्यादा मौके, ज़्यादा अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आपको मिलते हैं। तो मेरी आप तमाम से, आप लोग नौजवान हैं, अभी 10th के एग्ज़ाम में आप लोगों ने इतने माशाल्लाह से अच्छे नंबरात से आपने पास किया और आप A+ स्टूडेंट्स है और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि जिस किस्म का माहौल आपको यहाँ पे दिया गया है, आप लोग इसी माहौल को लेके आगे बढ़ेंगे और अपनी जो सोच है, अपनी जो फिक्र है, उस फिक्र को लेके आप लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे कि हमको हमेशा हौसला रखना चाहिए और ज़िंदगी में नाउम्मीदी कुफ्र है, कभी नाउम्मीद नहीं होना चाहिए। लोग कहते हैं कि ये है कि इसने 10 बार कोशिश किया, फेल हो गया, मगर आप यकीन मानिए फेल वही होते हैं जो कुछ करने की कोशिश करते हैं। मगर जो फेलियर है आपकी, वो एक हर फेलियर में एक आपको लेसन मिलता है और आपको ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग करती है। तो कभी फेलियर से डरना नहीं चाहिए, हमेशा आप आगे बढ़ना चाहिए और ख़ुद अपने आप में एक एतमाद होना चाहिए, आपको एक सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए कि मैं कर सकता हूँ। और आगे जितने होते हैं आप ये समझना चाहिए कि जब ये कर सकते हैं तो मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता हूँ। आज देखिए आपके सामने इतने बड़े बड़े इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट है, बड़े बड़े टेक्नोक्रेट्स है। एक ज़माना हुआ करता था कि टाटा इंडस्ट्री लगाता था तो उसके आगे जो है उनके बच्चे 5 जनरेशन उसको लेके चलते थे। मगर आज देखिए आप मिलियनियर आप बनते हैं, बिलियनर बनते हैं, 23 साल की 24 साल की उम्र में आप बिलियनियर बनते हैं। जैसा आपने ओयो का नाम सुना होगा, आपने ओला कैब्स का नाम सुना होगा, इसके जितने भी जो स्टार्टअप्स है ये पूरे और इसके जितने भी प्रोमोटर्स हैं ये बिल्कुल 30 साल के अंदर के हैं। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि आप लोग भी इंशाल्लाह ताला उससे इंस्पायर होते हुए आगे बढ़ेंगे। और इसके साथ मैं VIP स्कूल के मैनेजमेंट का ख़ास तौर पे यहाँ के तमाम प्रिंसिपल्स और मुश्तबा भाई का तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ कि उन्होंने आज मुझे आपके रूबरू पेश किया और मैंने अपने ख्यालात आपके सामने रखे। और मेरी अल्लाह ताला से दुआ है कि अल्लाह ताला आप लोगों को दिन दुगनी रात चौगनी तरक्की अता फरमाए और जो अज़ाइम और जो ख्वाब के साथ ये जो स्कूल कायम हुआ है, अल्लाह ताला इसे दिन दुगनी रात चौगनी तरक्की अता फरमाए। शुक्रिया, खुदा हाफ़िज़।